Hey everybody, Doug here from 2 Plus Stuff, and I was sitting down tonight to play some Mordheim, City of the Damned, all this stuff, and so I thought, something I had talked about doing was having this thing be live so that people can hang out with me, and I thought that I would go ahead and we'll get that started. So, if you guys have not played this game, before I begin, let me know if the audio is super off. Again, every time I try something new, always try to figure stuff out quickly. And basically, this is going to be very, very much like my normal Hangouts, where it's just grab your paintbrush, let's just sit and chat. The real reason I'm doing this, to be honest with you, is because normally I would do like a painting hobby hangout like I normally do, but something that I'm doing with the Refitting 1 guys is we're all doing amongst ourselves like a Secret Santa type thing. And so I have one of those guys to build and paint a model for. And so I'm not going to tell you who it is or what I'm doing. I can't show it on camera because it turns out I watch their content and they watch mine's. We're friends. So I'm going to skip all that. And I thought, well, since I can't show it, let's hang out and do more time. So this is just to give you something to listen to whilst you paint, and just like any other night, except you're going to hear some pretty cool people smashing some chaos face. That's pretty much the only difference. Someone let me know if the audio is okay as we go. If there's any problems, go ahead and say something. I'll fix it immediately. I see that it's a little out. I'll turn that down just a smidge. Here we go. All right, let me get all my everything pulled up. Okay, Mordheim, I say. Yes. Yeah, so I actually where am I at? I just had to replace my leader. So if you don't know what Mordheim is, think Necromunda for fantasy battles. I know they have their own skirmish game format, but it's pretty much what I'm going for. So you have a leader. Of course, this is this lady, the matriarch. I just had to fire my old one and hire her. That's why she's level 0. But the Warband's been going for quite a while. I had to fire her because she had so many injuries during the campaign progress that she couldn't do anything anymore. She was missing a leg, and so she couldn't climb or anything. She had one eye. There was an arm missing, so it limits the kind of weapon she can take. It's pretty savage. So after a while, I was like, we just gotta cut the tie. Over here to her left, we have my 2 champions. One is missing an arm. The other one is looking super baller with her double-handed great flail weapon. And then a whole bunch of nobodies. The only nobody that I have some kind of, where's she at, emotional attachment to is this one, Cecilia, who is just really good at dodging attacks. So I see in the chat here, really wants Jack Wednesday Night Warhammer Weekly. The thing is, I love watching Warhammer Weekly at work, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow. And I thought I was just hanging out. So if you want to go watch, I think they're doing a video on the best starter armies, which is a great topic, and I'm excited to listen to it. Go check them out on Warhammer Weekly. This is just for me kicking around if you are interested in that, or you just want to talk about more time. So Jack says, oh no, you're getting sick? I feel okay. I've had a stomach ache all day, honestly. First rule of Mordheim is don't get emotionally attached. Exactly. Yeah, this roster, I've had to change my leader once, and I'm now on my, let's see, these 2 champions, they've leveled up, but they're newer. Yeah, she's the newer one. And all these girls, with the exception of Cecilia, are super expendable. Super expendable. And so, Apathy getting paying tribute. By the way, what's this game about? Well, thank you so much for your super kind generosity. More time, I'm going to go ahead and play, and you're all going to watch me lose because, of course, when I do something live, I'm going to lose horribly because that's just how it works. But basically, picture, if you're familiar with Warcry, right, the modern game, it's kind of the spiritual successor. Rules-wise, nothing like it. Can't emphasize that enough. Very different. But you build a warband, and this map is part of a map of a city called Mordheim from the old world, where basically, and someone that's well versed in the old lore can tell you more, but a meteor came and it carried a whole bunch of like warp stone, which is used for everything. And so basically it's a game where you build a warband to go in there. You have to beat the other warband at the same time, collect warpstone. So that's the thing, is you're doing two things at once at any given time: collecting resources, fighting the other guy. The way the game works, if you're interested, now let's back up real quick. You have your warband that I went through earlier, and you're playing the game. You're accruing the resource warpstone. You go to the smuggler's den, and basically people, your primary faction demands so much warpstone every once in a while. So you're like, you have to frantically get it together and collect it. At the same time, you're trying to earn money and prestige and all these things like that. So it's a lot to balance. How much is Mordheim on Steam nowadays? I think I got it this weekend for like $6 or something like that. That's the thing. So I bought, I'm gonna let it load while we're chatting. It doesn't take very long. I bought Mordheim on my PS4, and you know, the control interface just wasn't working for me, and so I was really struggling to play. It's like I'm not getting it. And then I saw it on the Steam store, and I was like, you know, it seems better. There's like all the different tutorials and that kind of stuff. They're always like kind of shown on PC, and so I was like, I can do this. So anyway, since I got it here, I've been playing it a lot this weekend. I had an absolute blast. And so just like in a tabletop game, you're first deploying your miniatures. So this is the map. These kind of games lend themselves to PC, absolutely. And so what we're doing here, for anyone who's curious, we're trying to figure out where we want to place our guys. In my case, ladies, I'm playing Sisters of Sigmar. And so we have a few places we can deploy. We can go right in this area here. Each one of those little blue pluses is a place where we can deploy. The green markers are the warpstone we're here to collect. We don't know where the enemy's going to be. We know that we're both split up into 3 groups. That's the only thing we get. I can deploy 3 in the top left. And where's my other? Okay, I have 3 places over here. Now I'm going to think about this. I want to be near warpstone, so I'm probably going to ignore that top right one. This is a prime spot because we have warpstone right there. And I guess up here is a great spot as well. Okay, that is the plan. So I have my champion right now. Let's do... Going all the way up here. There we go. So now we look at our map. Yep, that's where she's at. We're basically gonna... The way that I've been doing pretty well with this game is I have a few strong people and then someone like this girl who's lightly armored and more fast. So she can be like my runner, right? She's gonna run up and she's gonna claim the warpstone, because if things go south, which they often do, she can take it and run away really quickly. Who actually, I think, so let's say I have her and 2 others, so I actually have too many people to only use these 2 spaces. Pop Bernie, do you deliberately send units to die? I try not to. If I do, it's always these lightly armored henchmen that I call runners for sure. Or at least it's kind of how I wrap my mind around it. They're there. Boom. There we go. So now I just have that one girl all by herself, but I'm going to just have her do a beeline to everybody else. Let's see. I'm going to look at the... So there's a lot of waiting in this game, quite frankly, when you're waiting to see like your opponent's turn and that kind of stuff. So let's see. There's some weird stone right in front of me. I don't know how to get up inside that building yet. We'll figure that out later. And then we're going to gather some weird stone.
Objectives updated.
Every time you pick it up, because it's so infused with evil garbage, you get an effect. Sometimes it's nothing, like it's not really an effect at all, but sometimes you get hit with a negative thing. And yep, she's going to load up right away. Let's see, Chaos Lord, Craig, sorry, I'm reading at the same time. I love this game. I can't get it to run on my computer though. It gets stuck on the loading screen. Oh, that's a bummer. I hadn't had any problems with it. And I've been pretty fortunate about that. So now the enemy markers are starting to show up. And now the goal is to protect her, right? She has the warp stone. So I'm actually going to move backward a bit. So I'll share my plan. Basically, what it all comes down to is I'm trying to get my units to all be together. Like this, the Sisters of Sigmar is so good when they're all together. Like just in a horde. And so I'll take a look at my map here and I'll show you. Basically, I try to come up with a battle plan. So I have these girls up here. They're going to be carrying, after I get these little things, quite a bit of warpstone. And so I'm going to try and grab those and head south. At the same time, take a hammer, I guess, because there's 4 here. They're pretty darn good. They're going to move to the side here, get that warpstone, meet in the middle, and over the course of that time, we're going to kill us some bad guys. And I'm not sure who I'm fighting. It looks like I am fighting Sisters of Sigmar. So we got a mirror match, which is not great for me, but it's not bad. Okay, looks like I'm in the wrong building. That's kind of a bummer. Nope, totally did not mean to do that. I told you, the second you try to do anything on a stream, you just mess it up. For example, I did not mean to jump there. Let's see. Okay, these are my girls down here. They're going to bolt this way. And where is it at? It should be right over there. Looks like the warpstone is in that building somewhere. Oh, no, it's right here.
Objectives updated.
What I love about this game, there's a lot of things to like about it, but the environment is all crazy cool looking. And I can chat a little bit about... Okay, there she is. So I'm going to hide here right around the corner. Boom. And I'll chat about game mechanics here in case people are curious. But, so I'll go to the chat here. Your soothing voice. Oh, sorry. Hey, Doug. Glad to make another live show. Loving the content lately. Thank you so much. It's been quite a bit of fun. The Ossiarch Bone Reapers book has been really, really cool. I know not everyone is super into them. How far can she get? She can't get close enough to charge, I don't think. Oh yeah, there is dangerous terrain and that kind of stuff. So I think I have enough movement to walk up and just punch her. Which I generally want to do because accuracy is not their strong point. Also, I just now realized that I totally forgot that I had to fire my old hero who was a absolute beast in combat, and I just charged this lady with a new leader who is not great, and so I am immediately regretting my life decisions. It's kind of like when you're playing AOS and you move, and then you're just immediately like, why did I just do that? Yes, just immediate regret. is exactly what I'm facing right now. Can't make it. Oh well. Let's see. Inquisitor Thomas. Yeah, she might be dead. That's okay. I honestly wouldn't be mind. It would give me a chance to buy a new leader with a weapon loadout that I actually like. Is that one of mine? It is. Okay. Let's see. She'll go over there. Dadgummit. I don't know where that second piece of warpstone is in here. Actually, I'm not going to worry about it. We need to start moving south because that main group is going to start struggling real hard. I just wasted her entire movement. That's okay. Oh, hey, Stumpy. Let's see. Yep, I'm okay with that. She wasn't that good. Let's see. Why are we playing Sisters when you could be playing Witch Hunters? That is a solid point. I have never tried the Witch Hunters. This is the first campaign I've I've actually played, and I've done pretty well. Of course, like I said, the millisecond I started recording stuff, I knew I was going to start losing, because that's just what happens. Same thing happened with Total War, right? I was playing a bunch of games Total War, having a great time, doing super well, and then all of a sudden, that one or two times I did it live, I just got my teeth kicked in every time. And so now, my warband's all scattered. They've got at least 4 units there together. It's going to be uphill, to say the least.
A new round has started.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, they all deployed in the same place. Like, I thought the mission thing said that we all had to be split up. Like, both of sides had to be split up. So that's a real bummer. It's always harder when people are watching. Yeah. And honestly, the same thing goes for battle reports. People are like, oh, can you guys get any rules right? And it's just like, you have no idea if you don't play on a camera. I don't know. Your brain just fizzles. I'm not sure what causes it. But now it's just me and a pile of plebes trying to see if we can pull a win out of this, or at least a draw or something. Ah, here it is.
Objectives updated.
I immediately regret my life decisions. My entire wargaming career summed up. I love it. So it's like a bloodbath in a city, trying to grab warpstone. Basically, yeah. Yeah. This is probably not a great mission to demonstrate it, because I'm not sure if you saw, but like, basically, she's not going to be good at killing any of these people, is she? Basically, yeah, you're fighting for resources. There's their leader. Dang it. What is the warp effects? Basically, so the thing about Mordheim is there was like a bajillion tables for everything, and it kind of got a little frustrating, if I'm honest. But basically, one of the things that there was tables for was warp effects. So like you pick up a piece of warpstone, and it's kind of like if the mission was like go grab, I don't know, plutonium, right? The act of grabbing plutonium, right, has effects, and so it's basically infusing you with all kinds of nastiness. Some are good, some are bad. Some are like, you heal a few wounds. A lot of them are like you take a little bit of damage. Some are you get confused. That kind of stuff. So it's all over the place. I will say though, I really want to try the Witch Hunters now that you guys mentioned it.
Objectives updated.
So if I don't do well here, I will absolutely. We'll start that Warband together. Is that something you guys want? Like just start the Warband from scratch together, or do you mind if I hop in and do this with an already made one? So you guys tell me. Oh geez. Witch Hunters are DLC. Okay. Thank you. Ben Howard says start new. Whatever's most fun. I'm doing okay with this warband, so I can suffer a loss. But I'll tell you what, I'll keep this as my learning one. Wilton defeat in your warband with suffer severe penalties. I don't care. I've been doing super well.
Pray to Sigma to restore your valor. Expunge the doubt and fear within you.
I love all the dialogue they give you when you do well or do bad. It's so good. So good. Go where your passion takes you. You'll enjoy the journey. That's funny. Let's take a look. Let's see what the factions are we have. You get through the Skull Fracture. Okay.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh no, Cecilia's dead. The one I had an emotional attachment to. We got another severed arm. What do we got? Deep wound recovery time 5 days. Hey, Stumpy made a full recovery. Okay, I dig it. Sweet. That was my matriarch. She survived. She was the first one to die. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, come on. This takes forever to get. When you do a mission, you have to like. Back main menu. Let's start a new one here. So what do we got? We got Witch Hunters. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Give me a hot sec. Just gonna hang out and look at me for a hot second, and I will talk to you guys while I get the Witch Hunter thing sorted out, because that sounds really stinking cool. So, what is everybody painting tonight? Actually, it's probably a super good question. Like I said before, I said it right when I first started the stream, but I'll say it again because not everybody obviously was there. But basically, I was going to do a sit and paint tonight, but I am working on a project that I can't share with the world because me and the guys from Rerolling Ones all decided to do current Steam game. It's downloading in the background. Okay, cool. But all of us have decided to do like a Secret Santa type thing. And so I'm going to turn this volume down here. So I can't show you what I'm working on because then the person that I'm sharing it with would also see, and that's no fun. It takes all the secret out of Secret Santa.
Hearken to the claim that we are being punished for straying from his light. Forgive me, brother. I forget
Here we
to
go.
introduce myself. I am High Capitular Wilhelm Krieger. Long has my
Boom.
family
Was being a
spent
Carnosaur, now just playing my
the
PC.
Lord of the
Cool.
Silver Hammer.
Finally got Space Marine Heroes Season 2. I'm going to skip this because there's a lot of talking. So we got Name One Pistol Pete. Okay, Warband. We need to build a Warband here. Painting the Black Coach. Cool. Finishing up Cities of Sigmar Living City. I like that. How much is the DLC? It was like $8, I believe. What? Let's take a look at our hero. What's his passive skill? Shut up. Skills. Increase dodge chance by 10% after a successful dodge. Reduces the cost of counter effect. Oh, okay, cool. So he's a dodgy one. I like that. So now we need to hire a hero. So let's see. We have a Flagellant. We have a Zealot and a Templar Knight. Okay, what do you guys do? 3. Apathy Kitten for the DLC. Oh my gosh, that's so thankful. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab this guy. So you can see we start with an amount of gold. So we started with like 550, I think, something like that. And from there, we just kind of fill out our little lists. And so when it comes to basically your leader can do pretty much everything. He's like your wonder guy. The champions are like just that. They're champions, right? They're really good warriors, but they're not like, well, no one's invincible in Mordheim. But anyway, and then your henchmen are very, very limited in their scope of what they can do. So, for example, I have Flagellants and I have Zealots. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I want a bunch of Flagellants. Because you know what? If I was going to have a Cities of Sigmar army, that's what I'd be running. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know how good they are. We'll find out. They each got a double-hand weapon. That's awesome. Let's go check out what everyone's armed with. So he's got, what, a pair of pistols? Crossbow pistols. Why aren't you playing Skaven? Because the first thing everybody said was like, hey, go check out this other thing. And I was like, that sounds awesome. VP Perf says, currently building up the courage to finish up my Cities of Sigmar army. Only 11 bases to finish. Up for some Sky Wardens. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm getting out of my hobby funk and really kind of like am getting the itch to do some more armies, which I know people love whenever I switch factions. It's everyone's favorite thing in the whole wide world, but it is pretty much on my mind right now. So I've been thinking about, well, really, I'm going to wait to see the Everchosen book or the Slaves to Darkness, whatever they are, book, because I want to know, like, if I can do a full Warcry army, or at least close to it, I will absolutely do that in a heartbeat. What do we got? We got pistols. What is this? Okay, so we're looking at the damage points. Requires 2 strategy points to reload. Flintlock +1 to shoot and range attack skills. I think I might keep. Well, it's only 1 pistol, isn't it? I might keep the crossbows. They just look cool right now. Back to Warband. Okay, we have no skills like that to focus on. Let's play a game. Normal. So what is this? This is one we just did, right? Both warbands tightly around their wagons. Nope. This is one that doesn't have a weird deployment, so that's fun. Let's see.
These warriors are clustered around their wagon, making them a very
KO and Warcry has me excited to grab a few sad No Seraphon, though. Yeah, do we know? So I briefly saw the article. Do we know exactly what factions are coming out in that book? Because that really does interest me. Okay, now I don't know what any of these guys do. Totally new faction. This looks like pretty good looking spot up there. So let's... Boom. He's going to have his bro right next to him. And the flagellants. Boom. There we go. We're going to make a beeline for that big old pile over there. Let's see. Are they bringing old Warhammer back? Yes and no. They've mentioned that they're going to do another game in the old world setting in 2 to 3 years, if not more. They gave themselves no end date whatsoever to have progress done by. But they did not say it was Warhammer Fantasy Battles. They're calling it something new. It's just Warhammer Old World. And so we don't know what that means in terms of like how the game will function in relation to Fantasy Battles 8th edition. So yes, but also only kind of. Basically is what I'm saying. They gave you the softest yes you've ever heard in the history of product marketing. Oh, this says I passed some. There we go. The only thing about the controls of this game that I still struggle with is sometimes you're just like right over something, but you can't quite get it. Like you can't quite pick it up. But that's we're going to stand right over watch. So now I can shoot people when they walk up. Let's see. Skaven, KO, Bone Reapers, Tzeentch, and I think Chaos Warriors. Skaven, KO, Bone Reapers, Tzeentch. I mean, if they make Karak Acolytes fun, I would be so happy. I can't express how happy I would be because, like, I was actually just talking about this today with the guys at Reeling Ones, where the thing about the Tzeentch book that disappointed me, and it's a fine book. If you love Tzeentch, that's awesome. I played Tzeentch for 2. The only thing that I didn't care for was how in the lore they made it almost seem like Age of Sigmar Gene Stealer cults, where like, you know, there's several of those little tiny stories in the sidebar that are like cult uprising. People just like reveal themselves as cultists, and you know, like after the Seasons of War campaign, all the cities were established. It was like, you know, Tzeentch's time to shine because he could infiltrate things with plots and schemes. And then in the book, like with the actual rules of the gameplay, none of that's really represented. What I just thought was, I mean, I just think it's missing out. I love, well, I mentioned before that my other great passion is true crime, specifically cults. And so like that whole idea of like, you know, the subterfuge inside a city, like this evil cult thing, like the Gene Stealer cults, I just think is so cool. But they didn't really touch on that note, so it's like, it's a bummer. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Just pulled a Forrest Gump and just kind of kept running. The nice thing is if you go backwards, like, and you're able to trace your exact steps, it's almost like when you're playing the board game, you can pick your model up and put it back where it was. They don't count it against you, which is super nice. I think it's a good conceit for, I don't know, being a 3-dimensional game versus, or being a video game where you have to like actually walk and move around versus moving models on a table. Let's see. The what and hows of Retrohammer are vague as of now. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing to go on, which, you know, like, I was initially criticized. People like, oh, you're not happy that Fantasy Battles is coming back? And I was like, no, I'm super happy. That's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, but they didn't announce anything, and that's a bummer. Like, there's nothing to get excited about. So I'm like, meh. That's the part that makes me a little bit, not annoyed, but just, I don't know. I try to temper my enthusiasm. Ooh, who can you see? Ooh, I'm fighting vampires? Oh, crap. That's not good. Crap. Okay. I'm going to back up. And he's going to overwatch because I can see on the top, so that top bar you see there with all the different icons, that's letting you know, like, basically in Mordheim, everybody has like it determines for you what order people go in based on like how heavy their armor is. That means they go slower and all this kinds of stuff. Basically, it's your initiative. So all my guys are going to go right now, and then you can see there's a question mark and a question mark, and then the king symbol. I know that that vampire guy is going to come around that corner right there and try to murder me. So I'm going to stand here. I'm going to prep to shoot, and the reason I'm not going too far in is because I don't want to outrun basically the rest of my party. I'm going to have him. I know that vampire is probably going to want to try and come for these treasures, and so he's going to ambush right there. The thing about I haven't actually played as the vampire dudes, but just in the games that I have played against them as Sisters of Sigmar, like their grunts are fine, they're okay, but the actual vampires themselves are so flippin' hard to kill. Oh, it's infuriating. There we go. So now I have not outrun the party, which is good. Just this last derby guy is back here. And the nice thing is that even if I kill the vampire and break his warband, I'm right near a bunch of the warp stones, so I can go collect that. Okay. That's all the enemy's turn, so I'm going to go back to the chat. Recently found your channel, great content, love all the lore, especially looking forward to some AOS and Warcry bat reps. Yeah, the battle reports. So I'm waiting right now because I went and I did something fancy. The Warcry battle report that I want to do, like I want to do a campaign series, and so, I missed him. The way that the campaign works is I'm basically going to do, if you don't know, if you've never played Warcry, sorry, I'm keeping half an eye over here. See what I mean? Vampires are good. Super sad good. But when you do a Warcry campaign, you get a roster of 20 dudes. You don't have to fill them all out at once, but you get the roster. And they can very unusually die, which I don't like. Like, it's hard to die. If your model goes out of action during a game, you roll 2d6. On the off chance that you roll a 2 or a 3, they're permadead, and you can always just replace them. So to make it more fun and have a little bit of tension and that kind of stuff, what I'm going to do is basically... Should I get him in combat? Basically what I'm going to do is institute a thing where I'm going to build all 20 of my dudes first, and then basically institute a permadeath thing where, you know, models can actually die and that kind of stuff. So I think that just sounds so much more fun. You know what? We're going to go pick a fight. That was a dumb move. I've never used a gun before. I didn't realize that you wouldn't automatically switch to your melee weapon, which you don't. You have to actually attempt to do that. So that's good to know, everybody. Wait, does the vampire only have 2 guys? No, he has more. So he has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there was one more before. So he has 5 as well, I think. But they're super chumps. Although I will say a high-level zombie it can be hard to mulch through. And he's going to kill him right now. Oh, no, dang. Oh, shoot. Didn't see that coming. All right, now we're going to get some of the best models in all of AOS involved, which is the Flagellants. Ooh, that was a good shot. Hot diggity. It kind of reminds me of Fire Emblem. Oh, interesting. So that Fire Emblem's been recommended to me multiple times, so that's good to know. I might check that out. But yeah, I like it. I like these like oh my god, 0% chance to dodge. My goodness, I like these kind of like tactics style games, like Final Fantasy Tactics, like the OG tactic game. In my opinion, I don't know if that's actually true. I'm sure someone who like is super into games is probably screaming at the screen because I said that. But I love those kind of tactic games where you're just So yeah, his thing is he's immune to all fear tests and 20% armor absorption. So that was a super good bit of warps down there. Okay. And I'm mainly just having him grab this stuff so that I can actually like end the game having some. Let's see. Pablo, have you actually played the tabletop game Mordheim? If so, how does it stack up to Warcry? So it is a lot more complicated, and by that I mean think of Mordheim as, I don't know, like a battle simulator, whereas Warcry is more of a game. And by that I mean like if you play. So like in Mordheim, we'll just go through some of the stuff right here. You have not only your basic movement and that kind of stuff, but everybody has to take like different checks, and you have to pass difficulty to try and climb stuff. And there's just a lot of granularity to the design, a lot of different stats. The thing is frankly, I think this video game is the best iteration of it, simply because it calculates all those things for you rather than just doing a bajillion calculations and die rolls and that kind of stuff. So I think it is probably one of the better iterations of the game. Ooh, let's loot him. What you got? What you got? What you got? Yeah, we'll take some of this stuff. And let's see. Switch the weapons back. See if we can reload. Oh, no, I'm out of chances to reload. We'll let the other guys grab the warp stone that's there, and he'll do a charge. So, like, the granularity thing I'm talking about is, for example, like when I do a charge, it increases the damage, but it lowers the chance to hit. The idea being you're just like running wild. And so that kind of stuff where it's like there's a lot of trade-off. All that granularity means there's a lot of trade-off of stats. And so that's actually a good thing in terms of giving you, the player, lots of choice. It's just not always like super newbie friendly when you're trying to figure out what your guy should be doing. You got a whole bunch of stuff. Every guy has this thing called a memento or something like that. They're worthless unless the mission is kill a certain guy and then you have to catch his, basically. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is that him? Oh, yeah. Objective. I just now realized the objectives had to do that. And now we need... Oh, I wonder if... That's okay. Let's see. The guy with the shield looks like Brad Pitt. Let's see. I don't know if this is that guy. No. Wrong dude. Nope, I don't want to see this. What I'm talking about, where it gets hard. There we go. Gather where it's down. And your basic dude can hold 3 items. When they get stronger, they can carry more. And we're gonna put him right there. He does look like Brad Pitt now that I'm actually facing him. Let's see. Where's the next thing? A warp stone. Looks like it's in the building. Maybe. take their stuff, their bosses down. Oh no, there's some outside still. Oh yeah, here it is. Now the thing is, in the next round, they might break, and so I'm trying to I'm always trying to look for what is the quickest and easiest stuff to grab, because if they break and the game ends too soon, all of a sudden I'm out of warpstone. Okay, it looks like I actually kind of want to go right down this road and get all of that. Yeah, we'll send him up here and see what we can find. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if a dude dies, he still gets to count as having the warpstone when you go to your end thing. Yeah, where is this thing? The problem with this 3D design is those little warpstone markers are so stinking tiny. But I'm actually going to have him be here so he can look outside the window and see where everybody else is. Jaemon, hello. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I was afraid of. So, no, you have to take it off him. Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that. But we did a pretty good haul. And that was it. Battleground victory. Lost no dudes.
Relentless and remorseless. These are the
Mordheim is like Civ. Warcry is like Command and Conquer. I have never figured that out. I've never played. I played Civ. I never played Command and Conquer. So now we go through all the stuff that I get for just being me. Permanent injuries. Light wound. Oh, that's right. He did go down on his knees. Yeah, he got punched in the face pretty darn hard by that vampire round one. Fair. And I'm sure all these nobodies just get their surviving the mission. Most valuable warrior. Okay. Fighting claws. Sweet. And so every time you finish a mission, you gotta wait a day.
A new shipment has been requested.
And this is what I was talking about before, where it's you have to accrue so much warpstone as you go. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to pay the doctor to heal my guy. Pay for the treatment. You have to pay all your warriors for all the work they do. Otherwise, they get disgruntled. I got 10 days left to accrue a shipment. Oh, weight requested 75. Yeah, okay. And right now I have 21, as you can see right there. Buy more Brads. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit limited. So we can look here now and see this one's called the Cache. One warband deploys tightly around its wagon while the other divides into 3 strike teams. So we're not sure which one we're going to be there. One warband divides into 3 strike teams while the other is scattered randomly around the area, scared by something. I'm going to go here. Oh, wait. I'm not going to do that. So to give you a sense of why I like this game, this is the balancing act, right? My big tank guy with the shield, he needs 2 days to rest, which would only leave me 8 days after that to accrue all the resources that I need. And so I'm actually going to take that gamble. I'm going to say, you know what? We're going to give him his 2 days to chill.
A new challenge is in sight.
And go to Warband Management. Yep, he's back on his feet. Sweet. I don't have any spots open yet, although I'm so excited for when I can get my second champion. What do we got? Each warband deploys in a wide arc from their wagon, far from each other. Done. Oh yeah, and every day you get new missions. That's cool.
Scouts have reported a rival warband in the vicinity.
And one thing I didn't do, I could have shown off, is that when you take something off someone's body, you then can sell it to a store. And so people were asking in the chat, what is Mordheim like? When I say it's like a simulation, by that I mean when you played it, the tabletop version, you as a player were keeping track of the crap that you loot from people's bodies, and then could take to then a fictional store and sell it back for items. And Necromunda has something like that with the trading post, but I personally feel like this was way more of an investment in time and tracking. So we know that this is their kind of deployment zone. Let's see. So based on that, where do I want to head? I kind of want to head up north. My goodness, look at all that. That's a lot of warpstone right there. Think. Oh, that's really annoying. We're all deploying in a building. I'll put all my little dudes towards the front as much as I can. Eek. Also, you can jump down and be an idiot, but we're going to try and avoid that as much as possible. Is there a solid tutorial for this game? Not really. So, like, I found a few, like, videos that do, like, tips and that kind of stuff, but they're mostly from folks who do, like, video games, but no. Oh, man, this sucks. He blocked me in. That's a terrible place, design-wise, for a deployment zone. My goodness. I don't like that. So, like, there's a lot of people who play, like, you know, the same kind of guys who would do, like, Fortnite videos doing this. But the thing is, they don't think in the same way as people who, like, I mean, just by virtue. Oh, crap, that's all backed up. I'm basically losing a turn here because of that bad decision or a design idea. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, basically, so there are tutorials, but they're from people who don't really know, like, the miniatures game side of things, and so they don't think about the game the same way, which is important. The way you, like, you know, approach some of the stats and that kind of thing in this game really do matter. And so just by, like, the virtue of having read the Necromunda rule book this last week, it's just like, I don't know, it comes naturally. You're just like, oh yeah, that's what this weird obscure rule is trying to convey or allow me to reenact, that kind of thing. You know what? Just because, oh man, that's a hell of a fall. We're doing it. Oh, you only lost 9 health? That's not bad for that kind of fall. My goodness, that was huge. This was real life. I just would have, like, curled up and cried. The nice thing is, next round, my heroes, the guys I put upstairs, move significantly faster, and so they'll be able to catch up to these guys. So, okay, so we have our objectives here. Main objective is to crush the enemy. Objective, crush their will. Steal the idol of the enemy warband and secure it in your chest. Okay, so we have a side quest here where we're trying to... They're trying to steal my thing. I assume the idol is in my warband's, like, cart. Come on. Here we go. See, and I mean they are nice and speedy. Jack says my main objective is to crush my enemies, see them driven before me, and hear the lamentations of their women, which is 100% accurate. They got a good Overwatch place here with him sitting up high, perched so you can see everything. I dare someone to walk into my courtyard. I'm playing the tabletop. Is this game the same universe? Like, are Witch Hunters part of the Order Alliance? No. So it's a Warhammer game. It's a Games Workshop game, I should clarify. But it's from the old world. Mordheim is a very specific city set in the old world Kind of like how on the tabletop, Warcry is set in this little like mini sub realm. This is set in a very specific place. And I'm basically making a beeline for this nice pile of warpstone up north, so that's what we're going to keep on doing. Oh geez, oh gosh. Now I think I saw it. Okay, yeah, if you look, find a way up there. I do wish they had kind of made the warpstone markers a little bit more visible, because, you know, like, you're trying to recreate like a tabletop game, and so I feel like, you know, when you and I are playing a game, we can always see where the objectives are, right? We can look over the table and be like, oh yeah, right there, obviously. Maybe there's a stairway in this one. The only thing that I will say about this video game that gets a little tedious is, so like, you'll notice one of the optional things is steal their idol and secure it in your chest. That means I have to go literally across the entire map and then come back across the entire map and lock their thing in my chest. And so it can be a little tedious when you're just running, because it's turn-based, where you're just like, it just feels like it takes forever to run anywhere. There we go, there's the stairs, that's what I need. Let's see. Studio who made this game is very small. The game is bare bones. This game? Yeah. You know, yeah, I would say that in terms of like how they did tutorials and that kind of stuff. I could agree with that. They also like just really didn't invest in it like in a long time, like a long term. I mean, where you know, you consider how much support and DLCs that Total War got, or Total War 2. Oh, I guess both of them, because there's a lot of stuff for both those games. Dang. So that one guy, he will go up there and he'll jump down in Boss Hog. Go right here and Overwatch. Cool. Felix is this is based on the world that was. They're part of the Empire. Yeah. I don't know if do they still have rules in AOS? Do they still witch hunters? I know there's flagellants, like my nobodies are a unit that's actually pretty good. When you take them in large masses, they just love dying. That's all they do. And they get better when they die. My throat is super raspy. All right. Yeah, I feel like the Empire, these guys are basically it. Most of the things in the game you can certainly play in AOS. I'm trying to think. So Sisters of Sigmar don't exist outside of Mordheim. That's just like I wish they did. If they ever brought those to AOS, I would be all about them, as some people are all about Sisters of Battle for 40k, where people are just like super crazy into them. They're just like, oh my god, I gotta have them. If they did that for Sisters of Sigmar, I'd be all about it. Because I like the religious zealot angle, where, I don't know, a lot of fire themes and it's like purging and that kind of stuff. I think it's super cool as like an aesthetic. Please don't tell me there's no way to get out there. Okay. Dang it. Is there really no way? The only thing is, like, because when you're doing... This is a real bummer. So because the only map they show you is a top-down, it's so hard to understand where you need to go. So, like, there's no reason I had to just do that jump. Oh, never mind. I meant to jump down, not across. That was a waste of a turn. Sorry about that. So you can't quite always tell how to get where you need to go. So, like, I know that it's like right above me, but I don't know how to get to it. Could I climb up there? Nope, that's a different thing. Honestly, how in the heck? Yeah, I'm looking for any jump up point. Oh, here's a ramp. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That's a bummer. The whole guy went off his little side quest for no reason now that I have the ramp. That's okay. We made our way to the big deposit of them, so that's cool. As far as me, let's see. Stuff that I've been doing lately. I went my first night to the Necromunda campaign that's starting locally. So it was supposed to be the campaign started this last Monday, but they had to delay it because the guy who was running, or is the arbiter, kind of like the DM, if you will, he is super sick. So it'll start this Monday. They said it'll start with or without him, and so they'll just kind of like relay the information to him later. So I have my Escher, and I had an absolute blast with them. Like they were so stinking cool. Got to play a game, even though the campaign didn't start. So at this point, I don't want to go too far ahead because I don't want to outpace myself. Yeah, I shot a guy. I did a thing. That's right, man. Smiting some heretics. Oh, that's cool. He has enough like ability to like shoot multiple times. I dig it. I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna dodge. He's gonna be a dodgy dodge dude. Good job, pistol. I know, right? Now I'm regretting not buying the actual like gunpowder pistols. Oh crap, they're all right here. They also smelt all that warpstone, that big pile up there. Pick this up. Now the guy that went off into his own little derpy side quest. Where's this one at? I'm basically going to use him to go ahead and collect all the warpstone. I'm just going to dedicate all of these guys to a fighting. Let's grab this little bit here. I like how picking up warpstone, I'm so glad, is the only thing in this game, I swear, you don't have to like, whatever the equivalent of rolling a dice is for. Just outside of charge range. Of course. Totally walked right into that one. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was also a good one. Booyah. I like these flagellants, man. They're made of paper, but they can deal some damage. Like, it took me quite a while with the Sisters of Sigmar to get that kind of like damage output where it's like 40 damage. Booyah. Okay. So. I'm standing here. I don't want to leap. I want to jump down. There we go. This guy is just a loser. He is. I'm just so stuck in this building. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's think about this. Oh, I'm on the second floor still. There's the stairs. There we go. That flail hits like a truck. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's his big man pajama. Yep. Definitely saw that coming.
A new round has started.
Let's see. Yeah, we definitely want to hurt that champion as much as possible. He's the one who's going to do the real... I love the sound effects. Yeah, which is also the sound that I would make if I got shot. Switch weapons, because I know they're going to get into melee with me pretty quick. But he's not going to charge. He's going to do a dodge. Target their leader first. I don't think the leader... He has not revealed himself yet. Because I think he has to be the question mark one there. So this is his champions right here. That's the big boy that he just pasted. Ah, crap. I didn't realize he was in ambush stance. No, it's not the pointy hat guy. That is like their basic like cultist. I think. He doesn't have the leader icon, so let me double check when it comes back around to him. Ah, look at that. Boom. Everybody take a deep breath of relaxation, because stuck indoors guy is coming. All right. Oh, crap. That was it. You only get one swing with the nobodies. Oh, there's their hero. So he does have a pointy hat, but I've never seen that hero used, or that like model design. Here's the thing, though. If I kill him, their army breaks probably really reliably. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I told you, guy who got stuck in a building, coming in to save the day. Oh, Brad Pitt's almost dead. He's got like one life left.
A new round has started.
Okay. So, let's plan this out. I think Brad Pitt can kill that guy that he's in combat with, because he didn't finish him. The question is, do I think that between the Witch Hunter and the Flagellant to my right, can I kill their leader? And I just... Pointy hat guy versus Pilgrim hat guy. Oh, shoot. I gotta pay more attention to their stances. Did not even see him once go into the... Really glad I changed my weapon before. This guy is killing it. Nice thing is my Witch Hunter, the Pilgrim hat, he is extremely hard to hit. Oh no. Oh, that ruined everything. I think he engaged the other flagellant. He sure did. Dang. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. We could still do this. Maybe not. That's the second time. So that's the thing where like I'm gonna change Brad Pitt's loadout because like these flagellants, I don't know. It's the second time he went down. That's lame. That's the most lamest. Also, I love that guy has the arrow stuck in his head from when I shot him before. Oh, goodness.
Warband morale is critically low.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
The round has started.
The second it comes to one of my guys, he's gonna run away. Yep. Dang it. That's a real bummer. This is a hard one. People told me like to play this one because it's like, oh yeah, they're generalists, they're good at everything. I don't get it. Like,
Forces of darkness. There can
come
be
in,
no
come in.
compromise. Arise from your defeat.
Also, yeah, if anyone's watching and they're like, oh, this seems like fun, this is a very hard game. So let's see, Fortunate Return, so he's okay. Let's see how bad this is. Okay, Brad Pitt's fine. Oh, everybody survived. Okay, well, we're gonna go fight immediately again because we need to earn ourselves. Oh, we're the Grim Punishers. I like that. Let's see if we can. Trying to find a way to change his name. Oh, edit name. Here we go. Brad Pitt. All right. Okay, we're going to hop right back into it since, oh, we gotta wait for the next day. That's right. Okay. No, wait. Sorry. One warband deploys tightly, the other one's scattered randomly. These all look hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. Hey, Big Cheese Egg. Take a good night. Is there any way to temper battle results with money? You can buy better equipment and that kind of stuff, but not typically now. Okay, where are we at? So we are the one who's tightly bound up, and they are the ones who are scattered. And it looks like we are where all of the warpstone is, which is kind of awesome. Okay. We're not going to make the same mistake about being in the building altogether and get all things backed up. I think that was definitely a detrimental start. We'll throw him here. But I still want him to be, like, close. Oh my gosh, there's so many stinking deployment places. fine. I just want everybody on the ground level, and I want them all like ready to come together. Because now the nice thing is that I'm all in one, like in one location, and my opponent is going to be the one who's all split up. So that gives me a little bit of an edge, because that way I can pick them off, basically. Spetsias has live stream. Oh my god, this is so annoying. They're all so close. Okay, there we go. Close enough. That's the first floor. Okay, goodness. My goodness. Let's see. I enjoy difficult games. Things like Darkest Dungeon on hard mode, one of my favorites. I actually just started doing, what's it called? Outer Worlds on their most hardcore thing where you have to like eat and drink and stuff like that to survive. I like it a lot. I mainly like it if there's like a role-playing element to it, rather than just a hard game for the sake of being hard, like the Dark Souls games, that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh crap! They're like right around me. I thought I was gonna have like a couple turns to like regroup and stuff, but no, they're like up my butt. No. So I guess when he died, unbeknownst to me, they took his pistols. Like maybe the enemy warband must have like looted them. That super sucks. I would definitely not have jumped in so quickly. Dang. This just started and I'm probably going to lose this again. I did not realize that when... So like, I didn't realize that in a campaign game, like literally my stuff could be taken too. I didn't realize that was a thing. He's super dead already. Yep.
Objectives update.
This is why I don't do games live, man. I suck at them. I'm just bad at things. What's up, Doug? Building the rest of my Morcheck guard. Did you see my paint scheme on the Ruling Ones group? No, I haven't looked at it yet. What colors did you go with? Okay. I might. Oh, you know what? I was thinking this whole time of playing, I kept thinking I was playing the Empire guys when I said, oh yeah, people say to suggest them because they're generalists. I'm not. I'm playing Witch Hunters, which are just part of the Empire army. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Where I'm just like, how am I losing so bad? No, I'm not abandoned. I'm done. I need to go look up how to play Witch Hunters before I can just jump in. This is like super hard. Because that Witch Hunter guy, he kind of sucks at everything. Whereas at least like my...
With the forces of darkness,
Come on.
there can be no compromise.
Black and steel for armor, dark green for cloth, electric green, eerie green weapon blades. I'll tag you. Yeah, go for it. I don't know, I have a whole lot to say outside of cool, but yeah. Oh, he's missing an eye. Now he looks so badass. That's the thing is like I love... Come on, I'm just going to breeze through this real quick. I love when all the injuries start happening and everyone looks super grizzled.
Remarkable.
Oh, this Mordheim? Yes. Okay, back to my menu. I do want to try some ranged stuff, though. If I recall correctly, witch hunters are based on spamming zealots and using warrior priests to buff them, at least on a tabletop. I'm sure it translates. Thank you for that. I'm sure this game has so much of it that's like directly related to the way the tabletop game works that I have no doubt. So I'm just gonna forgive me here. This is back to my Sisters of Sigmar, who I feel more comfortable with.
New hired swords are available.
And what I'm doing is just breezing through the recovery time of everybody.
Request arrived.
And it looks like they requested 158, and I already had 113, so we don't need to worry too much. What do we got? 1 day left? Okay, we can handle that. That's super fine.
New hired swords are available.
Now, I learned my lesson. You see, they all have knives. It's because my weapons were taken. So we're going to quickly load everybody out with some actual worthwhile gear. Now that I learned that lesson on a different faction. Okay, so we got... Let's give you the Great Hammer. Booyah. Only ever play the tabletop version. What all factions are available. So there's Sisters of Sigmar, like the basic like Empire guys, witch hunters, vampires, vampire counts, Skaven, and like a Carnival of Chaos type thing. There we go. Load her up. She's good to go. She's good to go. Good. Twin hammers. Why do you all have knives? This is the worst. Flails. All right. Good luck, Doug. Thank you. We got a couple of one arms here. That's okay. Cool. There we go. Now we are armed to the teeth for success. Let's see who we got. We can hire Clara. Clara has all kinds of stuff we can... And we do have enough gold. We're going to do it. Leadership. Alertness. Weapon skill. Boom. And 2 skill points that were unspent. Let's see. Hey, one of my favorite games. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I didn't know you play these games. Sweet. Okay, now we got some people who are locked and or loaded. I'm actually gonna... Let's see. Bulky minus 20 to dodge. There we go. We're gonna give our lady leader just a bulky hunk of metal strapped around her. There we go. Now we're gonna pick a fight. One Warband plans tied around the wagon. Others divide into 3 strike teams. Okay. I got a good feeling about this one, guys. Haven't played Mordheim in a good while, but I had a beefy Chaos Warband. Love it.
Somehow, an enemy warband has learned of your plan. Worse, the lying in wait
I got a good feeling. I guess
to flank your warriors.
this is my moment. Okay. Lore Master, how am I doing? I'm doing well. Looks like we are the warband who is huddled around their carriage. And I'm going to basically feign to the left here around this building and collect all that stone as I can. That is my intended goal. I might send a runner or two out to gather this stuff. Yeah, I'll send her right there. Go right? Why would I go right? Here we go. All right. Wonder who I'm fighting. There's not really a way to like choose opponents. I would totally choose to practice against specific armies just to get used to them. Stupidity check. That's right. She's like kind of brain damaged. I forgot about that. I should definitely are there goblins or beastmen in this? Not to my knowledge. Oh, crap. Okay. So they deployed right near that big reserve, so we're not going to go that way. Well, that's their leader, huh? What is he? They're Skaven. Developers are working on Necromunda at the moment. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, so there he is, little Skaven assassin. He's the leader too. Bunch up like mad. That's my plan. Yeah, I'm not gonna have her go very far at all. The problem is though, is like, so Skaven can swarm you because they're super fast, and they're easy to, they're fairly easy to kill. They're not super tough. The problem is if you kill them too fast or you make them break too fast, you don't have time to grab Warpstone. So I'm tempted to have like someone just go off randomly and like just go get as much as you possibly can kind of thing. We're just going to form a little perimeter here. Dodge is probably smarter. They're going to be on me like white on rice. They move so far. The Skaven are fun to play. I bet they are. That's actually one I do want to try at some point just because they have just so much mobility. Okay, so we're going to cut this way. We got to find a way inside this building here. Loma says there's also 4 super characters like Poison Wind Globadier, Priest of Ulrich, somebody with a big ass gun. Now that he's all in the same place too, right? He's all bundled up? Yeah, he is. And so basically I know, so here's the thing is I can see the Skaven right there to the left. And I know that they have the movement to be able to charge either of these two girls right here. So I'm actually going to have her stand back. And so she's going to be kind of like my counter hammer, right? Next round after they get hit, she'll activate, walk up, and smash something. With her one arm and I'm pretty sure one eye. No, she's got both eyes. She's good. She's doing great. Apathy Kitten, you have me sold on this game. I'm getting this next paycheck. That's awesome. Yeah, it is pretty fun. I haven't done any of the multiplayer stuff. Like, not multiplayer, but like when you play against other people, you know. Because playing against other folks is not really my jam. But I enjoy it. It's hard. Like, but it's one of those things, like, there is technically a campaign and a story to it. It's just extremely difficult. I find those missions to be the absolute hardest. Like, they're not a walk in the park. No. Single player story campaigns are insane. The story missions are freaking bonkers. Yeah, they are. Like, I've done 2 or 3 of them, and they take forever. Like, just straight up forever. Because they're a mission, kind of like I was talking before, where it gets very tedious when the mission is something like, you know, run to the left side, and then all of a sudden you have to run to the right and collect an artifact and that kind of stuff. Where actually I don't want to do that. I don't want her to be first. I want her to hide here and ambush. There's a chaos mission where you have to fight a mana core. That sounds legit. I already had to fight a chaos spawn, and that was real rough. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to charge these girls. I'm going to take a hit on the chin. And, oh my gosh. I gotta fire that girl. She keeps failing her stupidity checks, and she's skipping her turns. That what I'm hoping is that he comes to me, charges me, and then I can just kill him and collect all the stone as if I collected it. Oh yeah, that's why you do that thing. Let's see, I know they're around here. So my leader's about to kill his leader because he's not going to survive. So I have to try because they do break easily. Oh. I was like, who in the hell has a gun? No, I get it. Gather the stone. It's most important because if I kill the leader, Skaven are very likely to break. Boom. Pretty much went as planned. You had to back up instead of shooting twice. Boom. Let's see, if you see the Skaven rolling for stupidity, that means there's a rat ogre. Ooh, interesting. And this is my new gal. Let's see how she does. I have yet to fight a rat ogre, but that sounds terrifying. I'm so bummed about one of my champions having to take stupidity tests every single round. What is Mordheim? Just got on. Mordheim is a skirmish warband game that was set in the old worlds back in the day, or the old world back in the day, and is pretty darn cool. Ooh. Oh, this is hard. So do I help the girl who's injured fighting a rat with a spear by himself, or do I fight the one that she's in? He has ranged weapons and he hasn't even changed them yet, so I think he's the bigger threat. Warhammer and D&D had a beautiful baby. Yep, pretty much. Oh, don't kill her. Also, word of advice, if you engage an enemy from directly behind and in front, it makes them, those pesky rats, cannot flee. Okay, so you gotta pin them in place, basically. Any move I do, he's gonna ambush, because I know he's in the ambush stance. Yep. That sucks. There was just no way. I had to go forward. But that's okay. She's got friends. Now, ideally, what I'd love to do... Haha, we did it. I wanted to get around him because I want to kill their leader before anything else. Oh, dang it. Hopefully. Boom. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Boom. There we go. Beefy leader lady. She's going to take the gold.
A new round has started.
Oh, interesting. He went pretty far. Loot him. I will. As soon as I can. Oh, she keeps failing her stupidity check. Oh, wait. Where's this at? She's so dumb. You know, in fairness, when I did like my bottle out thing in the last game and she like just got totally beaten to death, I try to have some grace for that. Can you shoot? Oh yeah, you can shoot her. Okay. For some reason I thought he would put himself in a weird position. Now I'm actually going to have her... because she only has one attack. She's not that great. So we'll use it there, which frees up Boss Lady. Should probably fire the stupid chick. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to. I didn't realize she had that specific injury until the game started, and it just like said that. So I think you missed it, Lore Master. Like, I started the stream with these guys, and oh sweet.
Objectives updated.
Oh man, he's got 3 Skaven on my leader. Let's take a look. How much health did each have? He's almost dead. He's full. He's full. That's not great. It's not a great place to be. Changes the numbers a little bit. The undead warband is absurdly strong, though they fall apart if the vampire goes down. Yep, that's what I have found as well. And why I do not mind fighting them at all. By the way, I love your videos. Thank you so much. Super kind of you. She's like, it's just a flesh wound, my lord. And you're like, nah, sis, nah. No, so, yep. So that's the problem is I wanted to run around and get more warp stone. I don't want to just fight. That's the problem with Skaven. When they bottle out, they're just like gone.
For in them shines the glory of Sigmar.
Just saying this while you're alive. More of this, please. Oh, you like it? Cool. Yeah, I think it was like 60-some-odd% of people. Yeah, said they wouldn't mind seeing that kind of stuff. Gonna breeze through here. Got a lot of unspent points. I did not know that.
New warriors are available.
Good, because we need to fire some folks.
Is getting stronger.
Yo, Warband is getting stronger. So before we... Is it you? Injuries. Missing eye. Skull fracture. Skull wound has left the warrior stupid. Sometimes forgetting. Yep. Yep, it is you. So I guess I have to pay you to be able to fire you. Fair enough. Okay, so now we got some options. No, we don't. I gotta sell some stuff first real quick. Wish there was a... Dang it. Wish there was a faster way to sell stuff. Basically, this is all the stuff I've collected from dead folks. Which is nice, because it's worth a pretty penny. It should at least be enough to get me a warrior. Might not be rocking the coolest weapons, though. I don't believe in shields. All offense. Did they stop making the corn starter box with the slaughter priest and the skull crushers in it? I think they did. And I'm really bummed about it. I went to go look for it the other day to point someone towards it, and it is like doesn't exist. I'm like, what? Okay. So we need a new champion. She has an immunity to eye injuries because she sees divine. Oh my gosh, that is super cool. Okay, so she's high up there because that's a cool ass perk. Always fights to the death, prevents the use of flee and retreat actions. Immune to all alone. Okay, so she can act independent. No special perks, no special perks. I kind of like these two. But I will say, after the last girl went blind in one eye, I kind of like... Oh, man. Oh, it's a bummer. This one has way better stats. Okay, we'll go with her. Okay. We are broke, and we are hobbling towards our goal. But that's okay. Oh, we got... Let's see, agility, and I'm going to say... I tend to favor very agile people over like heavily armored stuff. because you can't wound them if you can't hit them. Okay. Sorry. That was a whole lot of time wasting. There we go. Wait till tomorrow. Now that we're not playing Warrior Down. Oh wait, what was that one? Both warbands divided in 3. We'll try it. Okay, sorry. Back in the chat. What's your opinion of the return of Warhammer Fantasy Battles? I'm excited about it. In theory, like, they didn't actually announce anything, which I said that before, that, like, I don't like non-announcements. I didn't like them for AOS stuff. I don't like them for fantasy. All they did was show a logo, and so now we have, like, up to 3 years of people speculating wildly and making stuff up and fear-mongering and all that stuff, and I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of that marketing tactic, but as far as, like, the intellectual property being supported, absolutely, I'm excited about that. Let's see. I'm thinking about putting my tough girls over on the side. Here we go. Okay. My fast girls up here. I'm going to have one too many to be able to fit into those 2 spots, so that stinks. Probably should have thought about that. And it looks like, yes, I'll be up against Chaos Cultist. Good call. So these girls are going to run forward. Should be some warpstone around here somewhere. Oh, it's downstairs. Okay, we gotta hop down. But we're not gonna do that. The reason I'm not gonna hop down is because if I do so, she's gonna end like right there at the base, and I want to be able to like have some people move around her to support her a little bit. But let's see. Man, these ones out here are just so far away from everybody. They're gonna head south and try and support. Actually, she's a henchman. She can die. I don't care about that. Okay. Nothing for it. They're just gonna run and get some warpstone. Let's see. I want the Dragon Princes of Calador and Prince Imric model though. Yeah. Is Greywater Fastness, is it the industrial one? Yes. Yeah, I've been thinking, well, I want to see what the Everchosen / Slaves to Darkness books look like, because I'm considering doing a Cities of Sigmar army, which I kind of considered for a while because I like the idea of being able to make your own story and lore and that kind of stuff. And like deck out, do a lot of conversions and that kind of thing. But if I was going to, I would do a Greywater Fastness one because I just love the theme of like this industry titan just being an absolute monster. And these are the collection of girls who are bad at everything, so they're going to huddle together. Greywater, or it's a grudge. It just yeah, just like the idea of like, so if you didn't see it in the lore video, basically they just annihilated most of a city to be able to harvest it for resource and that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, that's so dark. I love it, especially in Gyran. But it's one of those things, like, if I was going to do a Cities of Sigmar army, it would be an incredibly ambitious project. So, like, it would be one of those ones where, for, like, handgunners, I want a mix of, like, the old school dwarves that have, like, the rifles and that. I want, like, a big mix of units that represent all the cultures being combined. Basically, everything that Vince Ventrola said about what he wanted to see in the faction inspired me to want to do the same thing. Oh yeah, this is the lone wolf down here. While everybody else is trying to converge. Erg. I think that she's not going to walk directly towards the chaos base, and instead she's gonna meander around the side, pick up some warp stone, and then hopefully regroup with people. That's the goal. Anyway, they got a few nobodies to go real quick. The only downside to the heavy armor on my leader is that she does go last, or last for me, and then annihilated, flatten the land, and pave the roads with cannons. It's a small difference. Yes, they did. They did some deforestation in the most Warhammer way possible, which was just like, shoot the trees. That's okay. This is my hammer group over here, so they're not supposed to move very fast. That's all right. I thought this is cool, something a little different. Yeah. Eventually I'll get good at it too. That'll be a real treat to watch. Jump down. Oh god, that's a huge wall. Gift of Savagery. Plus 15% in melee damage. Oh man, if only I had someone here to punch in the face.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
It's 5 a.m. in Germany. I'm still up watching your stream. Aw, well, thank you.
Objectives updated.
See, I can't gather any more. And it looks like they are coming up around that corner. That's not the greatest for me. So I'm going to start moving north because I want to regroup with the others. Actually. Have her go here. That way if they try to come around the building corner, I can just get them. It's all right. This is going to be a... I think it's going to be a slower one. I apologize for that. Hopefully I won't get, like, schooled so hard. The soundtrack is on point right now. Well, good. Okay, so yeah, my runners are going to go pick up a whole bunch of warpstone there. That's good. Wish me luck opening these blind packs. What are blind packs? Hey, you. Ooh, he's going for my warp stone. I'm gonna bring some fire down on his head. Suck it. Space Marines Heroes 2. Cool. I love that her hammer is like the size of her. So besides Warhammer, are there any other RPG games you play? Not like this. I play Outer Worlds is what I'm playing right now. I really love the Fallout games. Skyrim. That's mostly it. Yeah, that's mostly it. I don't play a whole ton of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook right. This is the girl who's all by her lonesome, and she's basically gonna meander through this town by herself. Ew. Shot the shed next to us. Love it. Oh man, she's super dead. She's the one by herself. She's the deadest of the dead that's ever been dead. Boom! Look at that critical hit. Turn his face into pulp.
A new round has started.
So let's see if I can do this. I'll kill him. Oh, a little bit of magic backlash there. Nice. And that frees those two up. I'm actually going to spread the stones around a few of these so that if one dies, they won't all go down. Oh, cool. They're catching up. Okay, cool. Because that's actually my people right there at the top of the road. So we're getting there. Oh, God. Oh, he popped down right behind her. Interesting. unarmed girl is going to somehow carry her weapon and this huge hunk of rock.
Objectives updated.
And I just realized what time it was. I'm probably going to hop off here in a little bit. As it is 8 o'clock and I got to get some food in me. Ooh. What a jerk. Boom, there we go. Tag him right back. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She's by herself and she's going to die. Unless you need to work on their toughness, take less damage. That is a very likely a good suggestion.
Objectives updated.
But why focus on toughness when you can focus on what? Agility? You can dodge attacks when they come at you, which I would say as a joke, but oh, she failed the test. Yep, she's just done. And nope, okay. He did hit the broadside of a barn. Okay. Who's a bigger target? I feel like so this guy is their hero, but that's one of their big heavy hitters. This is tough. Never mind, he made a decision for me. Didn't realize he was in ambush.
A new round has started.
Cool. Now they might start breaking here. Nice. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. So basically what happened was I killed all the guys near him, so he had to take an all alone check, meaning that like people just, they don't like being by themselves, being rushed. And so just like my girl with the two-handed hammer couldn't make an couldn't make an activation because she was all alone. His champion, who was like his big old fighter, can not do a thing as well. So that's really good because he's super good at fighting. And now what's his bucket with the gun is going to try and shoot the broadside of the barn again. Oh no, wrong one. That's right, that was the girl who was fated to die because I was a dingus. How much life does he have? This guy's having a rough day. Come on, we're almost done. We're gonna break him. We killed one of their guys? No, two. So yeah, once we break him, we should be good. Not gonna happen quite yet, though. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. I'm sorry, guys.
A new round has started.
Nope. Nothing of value. Making sure nobody picked up any warpstone or whatever. There we go. Finally. Nope, but someone else is going to get that crossbow. Booyah. What happened? I killed their leader, and then was able to move over and engage the guy who had a gun. Which was quite fortuitous. I actually don't want to charge with her because she's not that good. I want the big heavy hitters to go over there and deal with this little guy. Because some of those heavier leaders can actually one-shot a dude. Thought you were playing sister there? I'm playing as a sisters. Getting all the stuff that I can sell. Booyah. Were you not playing as mercenary? Oh, I did for a little bit. Yeah, I did for a hot second. Just to try out. It wasn't mercenaries. It was the Inquisition guys, the witch hunters. Tried them for a little bit, and I just couldn't get into it. I paused it because I thought I was playing them like I was playing the Empire guys, which is like a generalist type thing, and they're not. There is a play style to the Inquisition-y dudes, and so yeah, I need to figure that out before I can do anything, because I was just getting crushed, just embarrassing myself. Whereas these girls, I'm doing okay. I'm pretty sure at the end of this round, like not now, but like in the next activation, like next cycle, they're gonna run away because I killed two of their dudes. One of them was the leader, so I'm pretty sure they don't have the best morale. No way around to get in there. Bummer. That's okay. At least you tried. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, like, to look at because I never played a faction that had access to guns, so it was kind of cool to see like, the crossbow go off and that kind of thing. Oh man. So wait for it. Once it says a new round has begun, I bet they're gonna run away.
A new round has started.
No, they didn't. Very interesting. Man, those guys are just spread far and wide. Okay, well, we're gonna go hunting. Get more warp stone. That's the plan. I'm running towards it. Because once this little dude goes down, I can't imagine they're gonna not run away at that point. I walked past a bunch. Oh yeah, right there, didn't I? No, that's the other direction, right? Oh no, I did. I definitely did. Okay, well she can't get in there, so let's go to the warpstone. Thank you, Ben.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
We'll have her. She's going to meet up with her buddy around the corner. Is this live? Yes, it is. Once this round ends, I'm going to hop off, go get some dinner, but... Nice. Please have some warpstone on you. Dang it. Oh, she's already carrying a bunch of junk. Yeah, it's okay. Boo. Enemy route test. Okay, they passed their route test. They're good to go. Oh, yeah. No, let's not do that. What's Doug painting? He's painting the streets of Mordheim red. Exactly. I am so surprised they didn't break. That's a really impressive thing. They must have like a good bravery stat. Is she carrying anything? Nope. I want them to break because I don't want to get hurt anymore. I don't want anyone to go down. Like right now, if they broke right now,
A new round has started.
I would finish the game like almost perfect. Flawless victory style. I can't let her get hurt because she's darn near dead. Oh, she failed some kind of test. Interesting. The New Jersey of the old world. This is the New Jersey of our current world. What are you talking about? This is just Jersey. Everything's a decrepit mess. There's blood everywhere. Dead bodies on the ground. It's just Jersey. Oh no, wait. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, there's a pile of warpstone right there. I want it so bad. Cool. Should be able to grab at least some of that before the whole thing ends. Come on, why can't I? Inventory's full, of course. This is the person with the full inventory. I don't even know what that unit is. Feels like a monk. Got a lot of health, that's not good. Warrior priest, 10 snow bottling. Interesting.
Objectives updated.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Objective completed.
Though I will say I'm likely going to win this round, and that's awesome because that's a lot of warpstone. It's a lot of warpstone. But I think all I gotta do is kill that guy. Oh, no.
Objectives updated. A new round has started.
Gotta loot because warpstone is always the most important. Dang it. We're in agreement. Booyah. That's okay. He missed his charge attack. That's always the big one. Dang it. He's like a champion level guy too, and all I have over here are my little nobodies. Oh, that's cool. We'll put him down. Get her out of the way so the next person can attack. Oh, wait. I need her to come over here. But you can't. Dang it. Ooh. So here's the problem I'm in. Okay. If I kill him, they're going to bottle. And I won't be able to collect those pieces that are right behind me. But the thing is that everyone's hands are so full because I already collected a whole bunch. I don't think I can do anything anyway. What's she at? What's she carrying? She's got a bunch of garbage. That's all. Murder him. Nah. I'm gonna get greedy. But what I am gonna do is bring her back here and pin him so this way he can't disengage and try running away. He can't kill her, that's alright. Wish you could do that. Now, let's see. And she'll move up to come near the rest of the crowd. Yeah, she never had enough movement anyway to get up there. Oh, they failed. I guess if he's incapacitated, that ability doesn't work. That makes sense. That's a bummer. There's a huge piece right there.
Never fear defeat.
Is this game like Warcry? It is. Robert, you are correct about swapping the smallest one. The problem is that the person who was standing above the big piece, she ran out of movement, and I needed to inch her to the side to be able to actually like activate the piece that she was standing on. And it's really annoying that the game's controls are like that because she couldn't access it. That's what I was trying to do earlier. But
fantastic. Outstanding. Fantastic.
dang, man, we killed it. Full recovery. Oh man, we got out of there unscathed. Sweet. We looted a whole bunch of stuff. My goodness. And I think we have enough to fill our order. So that's awesome. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll fill this order. Send the shipment. Boom. Now we can just keep on playing without having to worry about collecting more and more and more stuff. I like that. I like not having a time crunch. And whenever that reaches them, we'll actually be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so we have one girl who was out, right? That's okay. That is a-okay. All right, friends. I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the night. But hey, thank you so much for joining me. Well, if people like this, let me know in the comments down below. And like, yeah, it won't be a regular thing. Like, it's not going to replace any content, but it's just in evenings if I want to hang out and chat. Let me know if it interests you at all. And I will catch you next time. And see you later.